The first exterior video started over here. I got the gates open. I'm going to go ahead and use that. It's still going to be 2 parts, but I thought I would use this also as an opportunity to capture some roof images. This is the exterior. We got a little bit of sumping over here. This is again in front of the gate where we started, on the west side of the gate. South side of the house is a little bit of sumping right there. In the first video, which you just saw, watched them in order, I said this is inoperable. I believe it is. I believe it actually is operable. There's one on the patio. We'll talk about that in a moment. But I think if you get one of them working, you'll get all of them working, and we'll save that time. Also, when I was using a camera pole and I was coming across here, I saw something that I didn't see from the ladder. I saw from the ground. Sometimes you can see something from the roof from the ground. Remember remember the previous video, there's some sumping over the kitchen, but also this ridge right here. It's kind of sway back a little bit. The trees are still too close, steps are still not dimensionally uniform, all those kinds of things. We've got a separate video for the condensing unit over coming through here. This is where you access the crawl space. We got a separate video for, and one thing about the video with this coming up for the condensing unit, I don't believe I mentioned that we do not have a rain diverter over the condensing unit. So, and again, it's all going to be in the report. I'm kind of moving on along. It's pretty non-eventful till we get to this soffit vent, right? Excuse me, I guess it's a soffit vent. I'm not seeing any air intake vents. But you got a large hole around your air supply your electrical supply conduit, and actually some of your electrical wirings come up through there. There's nothing to keep a rodent out from there. Speaking of rodents, there's a rodent box. Alright, so we don't want rodents in here. I think I saw another one. I think I've seen 2 of those around. So since we don't want rodents around, we probably want to, tidy up that hole a little bit. Water meters on that side of the gate. There's your main clean outs. Oh, there's the rodent. We took our water pressure at the front. Windows, just like the other video, windows do not have Z-bar flashing over them. These steps, not only are they not dimensionally uniform, but this top step is over higher. It's like 9 inches. It's not supposed to be higher than 7 3/4 inches. So this step is these steps are trip hazards. Now these party lights, they're not connected right now. So, but if they were connected, no, you're not supposed to use. And I get it, they're novelty lights, and people like to use them, but they're not supposed to use in a permanent application. Meaning that technically you're supposed to take them down when you're not using them, put them back up to use them. Nobody's going to do that. Got a nice little gap right here around our sconce, just like the first video. Not just like the first video, that one's a little larger. This is an in-use cover. Obviously they've been using it for the party lights, but I couldn't open it with a reasonable amount of force. Without a reasonable amount of force, and I can look through the glass and I can see that it's been tripped. And this is an assumption, but if you reset that, the other 2 will probably work fine. They probably will. Or some of our insulation's torn up here where the dog has been scratching on the door. Moving on along. Another rodent trap. And the second verse, same as the first. I mean, the siding, overall, I found a couple of little places right over here. But overall, the siding is in decent shape. It's just a shame they didn't put flashing tape underneath it. It's a shame they didn't put Z-bar flashing. But it doesn't look like they did.